The sound of West Yorkshire.
The Richard Stead Breakfast Show. BBC Radio Leeds.
Street food has proved a very popular choice for punters over the last 18 months or so. Restaurants closed until relatively recently, so outdoor options have been limited. The best of the best street food is being celebrated, though, in Leeds this weekend. And perhaps, fingers crossed, we'll have a local winner in the British Street Food Awards. Let's hear from their founder, Richard Johnson, who's with us now. Morning, Richard. Just explain what this is all about, please.
The street food revolution kicked off 10, 11 years ago in this country, and I guess it's grown to the point where a lot of the traders that started this thing off are now moving into high street names. So we're seeing street food going into food retail. Street food is changing the way we eat. As you say, during the pandemic, we couldn't go and eat in restaurants, so eating outside made much more sense. I think people discovered that eating together, that barbecuing food together, that hanging out together was a lovely thing to do. So we've seen the growth of venues like Chowdown in Leeds, which is where we're hosting the British Street Food Awards Northern Heats. So we've been going for 11 years now, and this is a celebration of the best. People will come along. It's going on all weekend. Come along, get a vote, get to try food from, I think we've got 15 different traders competing to get through to the finals, and they get to try lots of different things because the traders will be doing smaller portions as well as their large fill you up portions. And before you leave, you pop your vote in the ballot box of the one that you like. We've also got celebrity judges coming down. We've got Chris Kamara, the wonderful Cammy will be there, much beloved. We've got Danny from Rate My Takeaway, who is an internet sensation.
Yeah, he's been on here a couple of times. A great guy. Okay.
He's a great guy, and he's bringing his table along.
Yeah.
Which, if you've ever seen him, he comes with his own table, and he's a serious eater, but just like a brilliant sense of humour. So he'll be doing some of our Instagram feed across the weekend. We've got Manjit from Manjit's Kitchen, another kind of Leeds legend, and
yes.
The Yorkshire Food Guide, Jonathan from the Yorkshire Food Guide. So we've got them, but there's also you. So the role of the public judge is vital. So we have two winners going from the north, and Leeds has always been a big part of our story because we had the British finals in Millennium Square, I think 2015, and we did the food at Trinity Kitchen. When that launched, for 4 or 5 years, we launched it. That idea of putting street food indoors, that came from the work that we were doing. So Leeds and Leeds winners, Manjit won 2012. I think she won an award back in 2012. So we've always loved the city. So to come back now to Chowdown is just feels really exciting. So it's all weekend, as I said.
You've mentioned a couple of the sort of hinted towards the cuisines. I mean, is it the full raft? Do you take us around the world as far as our palate is concerned?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we've got Mexican, sushi, vegan kebabs, barbecue, Indian. We've got a MasterChef, the professionals finalist, coming and having a go at street food, which is going to be really exciting. Posh street food, they're called. We've got a dessert illusionist who's going to create, it'll be like a bit anything from, she does roast dinners, baked potatoes, fish and chips, but as cake.
Right.
So we've got something on Instagram, the British Street Food Instagram feed, which will show you exactly what I mean. But it's like, is it? There's a TikTok trend, and I'm too old to talk about this, but a TikTok trend called cake or fake.
Right.
And if you can tell whether it's actually the real thing or whether it's the cake. Anyway, have a look. It's better explained visually rather than with words. But we've got 4 British Street Food Awards finalists there competing. We've got last year's overall winners, Greedies from Birmingham, who do the most life-changing chicken. You would think chicken's chicken. Well, it's not. Come along and try this. They're also in the the BBC Food and Farming Awards finals. So they won the British Street Food Awards last year, overall winners, and they are going to be at Chowdown over the weekend as well. Walk-ins are available, but it's much safer to go to the website chowdownevents.co.uk. Dogs are great too. So I know we get lots of
To
inquiries about
bring,
can I-
you're
can I
saying to bring
yeah.
the dogs, aren't you? Just to be clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we do need to be clear. I mean, you had me at
those-
life-changing
those-
chicken, to be honest, Richard. Just tell me finally, zero waste. You're big on being zero waste. Well, what's this to do with?
Well, this just means at the end of a busy cooking session, if there are foods left over that we can repurpose to the community, to food banks, the people that need it, then we work with Eighth Place. And that's the idea is that nothing should go to landfill, nothing that we could properly use and repurpose. So all the traders will be working to that. But it just feels very much part of our times that you don't waste anything. That we're being more careful about. We don't just chuck things in the bin anymore. We'll put food in the right place when it goes into the bins. But then anything that can properly be used and put into mouths, then that's what we're doing.
It sounds a very tasty weekend. Thank you for telling us about it. Richard Johnson from the British Street Food Awards in Leeds this weekend. Cammy, Danny, Manjit, all the big names locally in the world. I'm not sure about Cammy as far as from the world of food, but you get me gist. Sounds very good indeed. On the subject of food.
Dream.